Welcome back. On your trip to the grocery store, you might not notice how much it costs for a gallon of milk.
But for Missouri dairy farmers, the low prices you're seeing in the grocery stores are leaving them scrambling to make ends meet. In a collaboration involving Missouri's School of Journalism newsrooms, KMU8's Monica Harkins traveled to a dairy farm near Kansas City, and she joins us now in the studio.
The Fogle farm is in Peculiar, about 45 minutes outside Kansas City. Jay Fogle's the fourth generation to run the farm, and now the question is, will Jay be able to pass the farm along to his sons? Dairy farming here is a family legacy.
I can't think of a time when I didn't think I was going to be a dairy farmer. It's always been, this is what I want to do.
Jay Fogle is proud to carry on that legacy. It's just tougher today than what it used to be.
When I got out of high school, being a dairy farmer was a pretty good deal.
He's not afraid of the hard work or the long hours. He and his mom, Janice, are worried whether they can pass the family livelihood on to Jay's two sons.
I just love this picture. Is our oldest grandson.
If the boys want it, would be wonderful. The grandsons. They're the fifth generation. We would love to be able to see the farm as a whole keep on keeping on. But how do you do it?
Jay says he's seen a change in the industry, something that could alter his family's way of life.
Our current milk prices are well under what they consider break even. And so, each month it just seems to be harder and harder to take care of the bills. And, it's been pretty tough.
It's not just the Fogle farm.
We feel that we're good farmers. We feel we're good dairy farmers. But there's a lot of good dairy farmers that aren't dairying anymore. It's something that our bills are unbelievable at times. It's like, you gotta be kidding. Another one?
Missouri as a state isn't producing nearly as much milk as it has in the past. Last year, there were only 85,000 milking cows in Missouri. That's significantly lower compared to 1997's 180,000 milking cows. And in the 70s, there were over 300,000 milking cows in Missouri. In the United States, people aren't drinking as much milk as they used to. In the 70s, people drank nearly 300 pounds of milk per person. But last year, the number was half that.
We need to let people know, that it's a struggle.
To help with costs, Fogle Farm started a bakery, switched to growing their own feed, and even tends to a beef herd.
When you're counting on a bakery to help make your living along with a 600-acre farm or 590-acre farm, it's pretty tough.
It makes me feel terrible. We have had depressed prices for so long, it's almost come to a way of life.
They're fighting that way of life, fighting for their farm.
If you weren't hopeful, there's no reason to keep doing it.
Fighting for their family legacy. While working on this project, one of Jay Fogle's fellow dairies in Cass County decided to close its doors. That leaves only Fogle and one other dairy farm in the area. Janice and her husband John said back in the early 80s, there were nearly 50 dairies in the area. And this was a collaborative report. Check out today's front page of the Missourian that digs into what lawmakers have tried to do to save the industry and if it's worth it at all. And tomorrow on KBIA, the NPR affiliate, listen in at 8:30 a.m. and 3:44 p.m. for a focus on dairy farmers who have left the industry. I'm Monica Harkins, KMU8 News.
Monica, thanks so much. Dozens of people are hurt after the floor.